Yeah. You make me sit around, stick around by your side, carry all this bullshit.
Hello, my name is Kaya and I'm going to be showing you guys all three of my AP Studio Art portfolios. So yeah, I took AP Studio Art 3 times. Basically what I did was I took AP 3D Art my freshman year, then AP 2D Art and AP Drawing and Painting at the same time my sophomore year. So I'm a junior right now, and I thought I'd show you guys all my artwork and hopefully give you guys some tips on how to get a 5 with mildly mediocre work.
You make me move so different.
So I started this portfolio in 2019 and they still have the breadth section at this time, so I'm going to be showing you guys some of my breadth pieces even though I know that it's not a requirement anymore. So yeah, let's get into that. Okay, so this is my first piece right here. It's a paper sculpture and it's just like a coral reef looking hole thing. This is my second piece. It is a wooden sculpture. This is the only one that I actually have in person. I can get it for you right now. It was on top of my fridge, but it's this wooden lady person. Yep. Oh, I just ran up the stairs. Okay. So this is the third piece. This is a book sculpture. I took an old history book, an art history book, and turned it into like this tree thing. And like it starts in the roots and like ancient art and then it branches off into all these different stuff. So that's that one. So this is my fourth one. It was for school, it was technically like an architecture assignment, but I don't like architecture. So I made this like futuristic bulb houses looking thing, and this is really bad, but my art teacher said I should put it in anyways. So that's that one. Okay, so this is a CAD piece. So it's not like I actually built this metal base. I didn't like weld it with my hands, but it's I made it on Autodesk 360. It's like a computer designing software or whatever, and this took me like 10 minutes. And guys, just quick tip, okay, the graders for the AP portfolio are pretty old, or like they're like old artists, so they tend to find this stuff pretty impressive. So like it took me 10 minutes, but it looks really cool and it counts as 3D design. So I definitely recommend doing this if you're in a time crunch and you know how. Yeah, sort of an easy win. And then I just threw this in at the last minute. These are just some bowls that I made. It was just like a little pottery project, and I figured just to show like my range of skills that I'd throw that in there. Yeah. Okay, so that is my breadth section, and now I'm going to be moving on to my concentration for my 3D portfolio.
You make me move so different.
So my concentration theme was the evolution of technology and its integration into our society. Hashtag deep. So starting with the first piece, this bugger right here, it's supposed to be like a caveman, signifying like looking at your hands and seeing the potential of like what man can create. Yeah, so that was like my starting off point for this portfolio. And then next we have this wire sculpture, which is supposed to signify like the admiration of the material and what is to come with it and all that jazz. And then we have this clay sculpture right here, and this is supposed to signify like the power that comes with this ability to create. And then I included 2 pictures, so this is the second one, and I really like the shadow in this shot. I think it's kind of like maniacal and shows like the potential for evil that can come from this ability to create and evolve and create some messed up shiz. I feel like I'm missing a piece for this portfolio. Is this really the next piece that I go to? Okay, anyways, this is the next image that I have. It's this nuts and bolts sculpture. It's like this head. Yeah, I think it looks pretty cool. And then next, it is this mask made out of ones and zeros. It's like a binary mask, and it's supposed to show like with the digital age how people are able to like hide themselves and become someone else. And this is the last one. I found this old computer monitor and I smashed a hole in it, and then I made like this wire hand coming out of it. Okay, so that is my entire AP 3D art portfolio. Final tips, it is all in the photography. Like, it's all in the photography because you're not turning in the actual physical sculptures, so you can get away with a lot. Like, take advantage of that. Like, if you don't want to finish the backside of the sculpture, don't. It doesn't really matter unless your school is like requiring you to turn it into them. And there's a lot that you can do with the photography to get away with subpar work. Gosh. But I'm serious. Like, this is the paper sculpture that I showed you guys, right? It looks cool. The photography is cool, but this is also what it looks like from another angle. Kind of a piece of trash, yeah, but you can turn it around with the photography, and that's really cool, and you should take advantage of that so you can finesse that 5. Okay? Okay. Thank you. Moving on to my AP drawing and painting portfolio. My concentration for this piece was the decay of human values. I think that's what it was. Yes, that's what it was. So this is my first piece in the portfolio. This is a self-portrait of me when I was younger, and it's supposed to signify like childlike values of creativity and spontaneity and happiness and joy and color and happiness and pretty and youngness, and yeah. So the goldfish are a big part of this, and you're gonna see that this is a motif that I kind of work in throughout the portfolio, just kind of hiding in places. So this is my second piece. It's supposed to signify like the first taste of material possession and sort of like self-indulgence and luxury and all that stuff. My next piece, it is metallic pen and paint on a black canvas, and this one is supposed to sort of foreshadow like what's to come, I guess. I was gonna have it later in the piece, but I decided to like bump it up and call it foreshadowing. Like, the child is dipping their toes in, but it's like showing what's to come, and the chains are supposed to represent like locking yourself into like the love for material items and stuff. This is my next piece, and this once again is working in the goldfish, but now they're goldfish instead of goldfish, but they're like solid goldfish that are sinking to the bottom of the fishbowl. And it's supposed to show like prioritizing these material goods over real life, like actual goldfish. The next piece is supposed to signify sinking and becoming fully immersed and drowning in material possession. I really like this piece. There's also a lot of hidden items in it. There's the goldfish again, right there, see? Yeah. And then this is my next piece. This is supposed to signify like being flushed down the drain, flushing your life away. It's supposed to be like swirling down, almost like how you would flush a real life goldfish down the toilet, except it's the person, and there's like all these little versions of herself like going down the spiral as she falls into like the love for material possessions and stuff. This is my next piece. This is a colored pencil on paper with gold leaf, and this is supposed to signify like trying to grasp what's already lost, what used to be so abundant, like all these lively goldfish. But the hands are like ghosts, like moving through because they're like unable to get what you've already lost. And then this is the final piece. Oh, it's so bad. I made this the day before the portfolio was due, but it was supposed to signify like it's done, you're decaying, and you're left at the bottom of the ocean with all your shit stuff, but did that last? No. So now you're decaying and you're dead. Okay, so that is my AP drawing and painting portfolio. It ends on a dark note, but my AP 2D art portfolio is very different, so let's get into that right now. As I was saying, I did this portfolio at the same time as my AP drawing portfolio. Was this a good idea? Not. I am going to be showing you all the artwork I did for this one. My concentration was self-metamorphosis. I'm going to tell you guys right now. I did more than half of these pieces the week that the portfolio was due. But this is actually also my favorite portfologio. Which is weird because it was so rushed, but some of my favorite work actually came out of his portfolio. This is my first piece. Actually, the first few images are going to be with this. It is a painting on a mirror. But yeah, I basically painted this like super self-conscious, shy me on a mirror, and then I took photos with it. So this is the next piece, and it's supposed to be like the person behind how she portrays herself as like this self-conscious but like wanting to be free and escape and like find herself. And then this is the next picture, and it's supposed to be like the first step of being able to break out of this bubble is recognizing that you're in the bubble. So it's kind of like her looking at herself and seeing like, okay, I need to change. And then this is the next piece. It's supposed to signify like trying to break out of your own mind and like being trapped in your own brain and wanting out so badly. This is my next piece. It is a colored pencil drawing. I made this the beginning of sophomore year, maybe even the summer before sophomore year. I didn't make it specifically for the concentration, but I thought it fit in. It was kind of just like getting in tune with yourself, listening to how you're feeling. Yeah, so that's that one. This is white colored pencil on black paper. It is supposed to show like the struggle and the grappling of trying to find yourself and redefine yourself. And yeah, I thought it sort of just felt like struggling, push and pull, all that. This is my next piece. It is watercolor, and it's supposed to show like falling back and showing that the process of metamorphosis isn't just like a linear order. You fall down and you have to get back up. So this is sort of the falling down stage, but my next piece is the getting back up again stage. This is like the resurrection up for air. It's an oil painting, and yeah, it's supposed to show like getting back up after you've been brought down. This is my next piece. I actually really like this one. So this is like all phases of yourself, reflecting on where you've been and where you want to go. I thought it kind of was cool following like the girl going right up for air. It's almost like they're looking back at that pool they just like submerged from, you know what I mean? And then this is my next piece. It's like the final battle of trying to like fight away the darkness, and then this is the next piece showing the final triumph of the light. Yay! Okay, so those are my 3 art portfolios. I know this was sort of long, but I just wanted to show you guys all that work. Good luck on your guys' portfolios if you are in AP art. You can do this, and I think one thing I can vouch for is that even if you are on a time crunch, you can get it done. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. If you want good luck on your portfolios, I highly recommend subscribing. That gives you good luck. And also, if you want double good luck, you can follow me on Instagram, Kaya's Art. I post my art. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Toodaloo.
You make me feel like I just woke up and it's bright. Look, baby, why you picking sides? Look, let me just stare at your eyes. Look, hey, I'm looking at your eyes.